Alright everyone, now I'm going to make a video about doing some maintenance on my Civic. It's a daily driver, got to do some routine maintenance. Today I'm going to change the spark plugs. Alright, so as you can see here, obviously there's a 4-cylinder, 4 spark plugs. So they have coil packs, and then there's just little connectors that connect to the coil pack that we'll be undoing. So the first thing you need is a 10mm socket to remove the nut right here to allow the coil pack to be pulled out, and also we need to take out the electrical connection. So let me go get those tools right now. Alright, so I got the 10mm socket. So I've already taken off this first one right here. So just all we did was we unhooked the connector, the black nut, and then pull right out. So just going to put these over to the side, and there's the nut from before. So I'm going to do that to the other ones right here right now. Just going to break them loose and we can do them by hand. Alright, now I got them unscrewed, put those to the side. Now I'm just going to undo this electrical connection that you see right there. It's really easy, just push on this tab and pull. It's a little tight, so there we go. Coming out. That one out, and this one. There we go. So now we got them all undone. It's easy to remember which ones go where, because you don't want to switch these up, because then your firing order will be all messed up and your car won't run right. So let me just pull these out. These just pull out easily. So there's 1, 2, and 3. So what I'm going to try to do is keep them in the order that they came out, just so that if there's any issues, that's not going to be one variable that's different. So here's the 4th one. So they're lined up in the order I took them out. So I don't know if you can see inside there. Let me get the light. But there's a spark plug in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a socket that has a kind of what you can say like a rubber grabber on the end. I don't know how well you can see that. Grab the light. Yeah, it's too shiny. Yeah, maybe you can see it there, but there's a rubber piece that will grab onto the spark plug. So let me just change out my extension here. And let's see if it'll come out. I already took the first one out. Just wanted to check the plug first to see if I need to take them out. The car has about 100,000 miles. I don't know if they changed the spark plugs. I got this car at like 98,000, so better be safe than sorry. Alright, so I'm just gonna try to break them loose. Don't be too harsh on them. You don't want to strip the threads and the block and the head actually. There we go. So that one's loose. So once you get it broke free, then you can just hand loosen it up, and it should come right out, because the socket is now grabbing onto the spark plug. If you don't have a socket like this, you can also just use a regular socket, just a long socket, and then just use a magnet to then go and grab the top of the spark plug. So you can see here, maybe tough to see, these ones are toast. So what I'm going to do is put this to the side and go to the other ones. was a little bit easier. Yep, this one's toast. So these are iridium spark plugs. That's what OEM, the factory, calls for. So I'll show you. I ended up getting Bosch spark plugs. I was going to get the NGK, but they're expensive, and I don't feel like this car needs NGK. I had those on my old Infiniti, and I changed those out, and they work well. I mean, they provided spark, so that's all that matters. It wasn't a race car or anything, so. Let me see how this camera angle is. I'm trying to experiment. It's only like my 5th video, so I'm trying to improve. See what camera angles are the best. Trying to improve this lighting in this garage as well. It's a little dark, so. Yeah, so no oil, just corrosion, so that's good. Alright, so now they're all out. Alright, so now that all the old spark plugs are out, these new ones, so here are the Bosch. Here are Bosch, it's the part number 9614. I got these from AutoZone. So they're pre-gapped, so I'm not going to worry about that. Now, what I like to do when I put in spark plugs is that I like to put some anti-seize on the threads. So here's the new one. Obviously you can see it's much cleaner than the old one that I pulled out. So I'm going to put some anti-seize on this area right here on the threads. I'm not going to go all the way to the tip because I don't want any anti-seize to get on the electrode. And so I'm just going to probably do it about halfway. And here's a little trick that I like to help spread the anti-seize. Just going to put that down. Just going to open up this anti-seize. It's probably very old. Yeah, I don't even know if this is going to be good. I guess we'll find out. Oh yeah, she's still good. Alright. So what I'm going to do is put a dab on the spark plug itself. So as you can see, put a dab right about there. See, I got a little bit on there, but clean that off. Alright, so now what I like to do is then use this little piece of cardboard, spread it. I need a little more. So I'll put it on the cardboard, see if that helps. Alright, so I think that's good. This anti-seize isn't very good. It's a little old, so I'm going to put the spark plug into my little socket here, and I'm going to put it in. See how this goes. So I'm going to do it in the first cylinder. Try not to touch anything. Go straight in the hole. And just hand tighten it first. Alright, that's my ratchet. Just gonna hand tighten this. It's probably a specific torque spec, but I just like to hand tighten it. That's good. That's good. The first one's in. Now I'm just going to do the rest of them. knew that was going to happen. Push it down too hard. Seriously? Ah, fuck. Stupid. See, this is what not to do. Maybe I should show you this. You don't want to push the spark plug too far into this socket, or else it's really going to grab. You won't be able to pull your extension out. So you just have to get in there ever so slightly, so you don't have to. So it just grabs it enough, so you don't have it not fall out. Try not to get it dirty. Take two. All right, I think we got it. I think it's good. All right. I'm going to go over the rest of them just to make sure I put them down tight enough. Like I said, they don't have to be torqued a lot, but you just want to make sure they don't back out. Okay, I think that's good. All right, so the next step, once you have all of the new spark plugs in, you're going to replace the coil packs. What I like to do is just clean it up a little bit. I mean, it's not a show car or anything, but just got to clean it up. Just like to make sure. If I had some grease, electronic grease, I'd put it in there, but I don't. So it's another tip if you guys want to be thorough. So what I'm going to do is now just put them back in. You'll push them down to hear them kind of grab the spark plug. So push them down as far as they can go. Look, I got anti-seize all over the coil pack. It's not going to rust. Alright, so now just hook back up the connections and you hear it click, and then you're good. So now I'm just going to do the rest of them. Okay, there we go. Maybe easier to, yeah, clip it and then push all the way down. Okay, getting anti-seize all over the place. Okay. Okay. Just blow out the connection a little bit if there's any dirt or anything like that. Alright, so now they're all back in. Connections are good. So now I'm going to put back on the nuts that hold down the coil pack. So here's one. And these don't have to be torqued to any specific spec. I'm sure there probably is, but once again, just hand tight. I'm going to grab the 10mm. Okay. So now let's see if it starts.